Hey, good morning. We're back here for one final day at Disneyland Paris. We're going to start our day in Disneyland Park. We're not sure whether we're going to park up today, but it is a really wet, rainy day. We are getting pretty soaked already. So we're going to be on the phone today. Unfortunately, the camera is not waterproof, but I may switch in between if I can get some ride footage later on this afternoon. We're going to go inside and try and check out some more of the Christmas decorations and also some more of the Christmas sweets and treats, because that is definitely what you come to Disney for, right? So if you guys do enjoy videos throughout, give us a thumbs up. I do appreciate it. It really does help us out a lot. It'd be great if you could hit the subscribe button and bell icon to be notified when we post all new videos. Let's go and have an adventure. Even in the rain, the gardens are looking super spectacular. Mickey clock adorning the Disneyland Hotel, and we've got all the garlands around the entrance. It's just looking really fine this morning. So one of the benefits of having an AP is that you have a separate entrance just around the side here for Magic Plus and Infinity. Now we've got a Magic Plus pass, so we just basically cut to the front of the queue here, which is nice. We're looking at a very nice day here in Disneyland Park. Oh, it's going through the center of the hub. Oh, how amazing is that? It goes through the center. The trolley car. I kind of want to go in that. Taking the cart down Main Street. Bellino! The horse's name was Bellino. So cute! Going up to the castle, driving right down the middle of Main Street, USA. Absolutely amazing. So, just over here, over my shoulder, we've got Stitch doing a meet and greet, dressed in a Santa costume. I'd really like to go and meet him, but the queue actually looks like it's like an hour already. Maybe even more than that. So we're going to head into Discoveryland, and we're going to see how we get on Buzz Lightyear's laser blasters, because it's posted at a 15-minute wait, and this one usually goes up to about 45 or an hour, and we ain't got time for that. It's kind of a short day here today. We're only here for like 5 hours, but we're going to take you guys along as we head back to the UK via the Eurotunnel later. If you haven't checked out our travel video on how to get here via the Eurotunnel, do be sure to check that out, because it's actually significantly easier than we anticipated in the first place. So we're going to probably be doing that a little bit more going forward. But we're here in Discoveryland. I kind of want to say Tomorrowland. It's not Tomorrowland. But the Orbitron's up and running. It wasn't running like that a couple of days ago. I think it was down for refurb. But here we are. We're going to go on Laser Blast.
Stand by. Scanners detecting more trouble in Sector 9. No doubt it's the work of that nefarious criminal.
And we're out into the shop here. We've got some Christmas merch. Got the Disneyland Railroad train. Look at these chocolates. The tin on its own is pretty cute, isn't it? How much are they? No price on them, unfortunately. Oh, that's nice. 20. Not bad. Got some cool Christmas merch here. So we finished on Buzz Lightyear. Laser Blast. I got like 300,000, but that ride, it's just been refurbed and it's still, the targets aren't working, the guns aren't working very well. Laser blasters, should I say, they're not guns. It just needs redoing again. Not great. But we're now going to make our way through the castle, maybe have a look in the Christmas shop, see what's in the Christmas shop, and head into Fantasyland. I think this is the first time we've walked through the castle on this trip. I don't think we've come anywhere close to the castle, really. The most beautiful castle. So you come into the Christmas shop. Look at this. Got a Stitch Anubis one. 30th anniversary. That's plastic. The Anubis one is glass. All kinds of Christmas decorations in here. And then just amazing looking ceiling in general. It looks awesome. And now we are out in Fantasyland. I do find this park isn't as accessible for guests with disabilities, because there's a lot of stairs around, there's a lot of like narrow pathways going through Adventure Isle and whatnot. We're gonna head a little bit deeper into Fantasyland, and we're either gonna go on Snow White or Pinocchio. Just here I actually realised there's a character dining experience where you can meet the princesses. Didn't know that that was there. Let's just check out the menu quickly for it. 79 euros for an adult and 46 euros for a child. Quite pricey for an adult. And then at the back there you've got Cinderella's glass coach as well. I've actually ridden in Cinderella's glass coach, it's quite nice. Just up the top here, we just spotted, you've got the evil queen, there she is, peering out, surveying Snow White. We've got 15 minutes, but it's around the work walls. And then we've got Pinocchio just here, which is 30 minutes. So we're gonna go on Snow White. So just come off of Snow White, I think it's Snow White's Daring Journey or something like that. But it's such a weird ride, we were just saying, because it's so abrupt in its ending. Like it starts off all happy-go-lucky, and then it goes super duper scary, and then just ends. No explanation on anything, it just completely ends. We're going to make our way through Fantasyland now into Adventureland, because we have to ride Pirates. It's the must-do ride in the park, along with Phantom Manor, in my opinion. Pirates of the Caribbean. It's posted at a 25-minute wait. I'm not sure if it actually is a 25-minute wait though, because we're outside. So we're just floating through the bayou. We've got Captain Jack's here to our left. Sit down table service restaurant. So if you do want to check out our video where we went to Captain Jack's, I'll put a link up in the top corner so you can go and see what the food looks like, what the atmosphere is like, and whether it's worth the money or not. Alright, so we finished on Pirates of the Caribbean now. Such a cool ride. We're going to go into Adventure Isle. And this is a fantastic part of the theming in Disneyland Paris. It's just so well themed here. You can't even imagine something like this at the Magic Kingdom taking up so much space. Just all these little tunnels. Davy Jones's locker. And then you've got the Swiss Robinson treehouse. Here you've also got a kids' playground outside the Jolly Roger. It is closed at the moment because I guess it's like really slippery. This is the way you get to Swiss Family Robinson treehouse, which again is just a cool little play area. It's huge though compared to the one in Magic Kingdom and the one that was previously in California. It's just insanely big. Covers the whole area. So here as we exit Adventureland, just between Adventureland and Frontierland, we've got the cool post. So we're going to get these Cheers to 30 Years of Magic Mickey waffles. And these are here for the 30th anniversary. Just, I guess, opposite Hakuna Matata at Cool Post. So we got ourselves the Mickey ears, and look, we've got the Mickey ear waffles, sorry. We've got 30 years of magic. We've got cream, marshmallows, and the little chocolate medallion. And 3 Mickey waffles. I think these are slightly different to the ones that you get over there, because over in the US. Because they're like a waffle on the back rather than Mickey head. So those Mickey waffles weren't quite the same as they were before. When we came in March for the 30th, they actually put the mix in there and they cooked the mix in its own right there and then. But here they'd taken them out of the bag and they were just putting them into the heater to like just warm them up. So they were kind of dry a little bit. They were a little bit chewier than the last one, so a bit sad about that. So now we've come down to Cafe de la Brousse and we're gonna get ourselves some of these crispy chicken bites. You can get them solo, so we're gonna get them for €8. And we've got a whole bunch of celebration items here. A couple of things sold out, so like the Dole Whip, the pineapple whip that they've got there, sold out. The souvenir mugs sold out, sadly. But we're gonna go for these gingerbread trees. It says you get 2 gingerbread trees with frosting for $3.80, which is actually quite a reasonable price. So these are the chicky nuggies. Chicky nuggies! They are chicky nuggies. Look at them, you actually get like a fairly sizable portion. It's a cone. So, but I like the packaging. It's got little symbols on it. Look at these, they actually look quite good. They're quite sizable, very crispy. €8 for probably about 10 in there, which isn't too bad. They're really flavourful, really crispy. They had ketchup and mayo with them as well. I'm not a massive fan of ketchup or mayo. I'd be quite happy with a thing of barbecue sauce if I could. But it's quite good. Nice snack actually. Look. Java! So as I said before, we've also got the gingerbread trees as well. Quite cool. Little, it's kind of like the Madeleines that we had at the 30th, but cool decorations on them, chocolatey. It's like a soft, very soft cake gingerbread. The gingerbread completely overpowers the chocolate though, so it's very strange. So our next ride of the day is going to be Phantom Manor. We're going to go and see the Phantom and see what he's up to nowadays. Here he's quite a funny guy, laughing away there. Phantom Manor. It's cool that they've got like a dedicated meet and greet spot just here. We've got full queue area for it. But we've got Sandy Claus over here meeting and greeting. Here we go, Sandy Claus meeting. Looking fine in his Santa Claus outfit. We've got the Molly Brown shipping out along the rivers of America. Oh, it looks empty. There's nobody on it. So I'm sad that we didn't get a chance to jump on it now. Something very underrated is So we finished on Phantom Manor. Now we're going to make our way into Frontierland and hopefully try and get into The Lion King, Rhythms of the Pride Lands. It's a show right back in the Frontierland Theatre. Really cool, like Broadway, West End quality show here. The entertainment actually as a whole at Disneyland Paris is fantastic. They just really go above and beyond when it comes to actually like choreography, story, everything just works perfectly, as is the case with Mickey and the Magician. Lion King, Rhythms of the Pride Lands, maybe, is in the Frontierland Theatre, as I said. So this is right at the back of Frontierland, over by Cowboy Cookout Barbecue. You can see the queue starting to form here. It's on a few times a day, so we're not necessarily in a rush for it. But it's at 12:15 and 1:15 is the main ones that we're going to. Oh my goodness, they're not actually filling the whole theatre. There's so many seats right there at the back corner. Huge theatre. Lion King, Rhythms of the Pride Lands is just such a good show. The choreography in that, the music, obviously it's Lion King, Elton John's music, like what's not to love about that? But it's just such a good show. If you get a chance to watch it, go and watch it. There's no need to reserve seating, just rock up about 20 minutes or half an hour beforehand and you'll get pretty much going to be guaranteed a spot at that point. Unless the park is like completely manic, you're getting in. You're going to get in. I wouldn't worry so much. We're going to head into the hub now because we're going to go into Victoria's. They got some limited edition Christmas treats in there. They had some 30th anniversary treats and now they've got the limited edition Christmas treats. So really want to try those. So we're back in the main central hub. Going past Baymax. Look at you, Baymax. So happy Baymax gets the love. And going just down this way to Victoria's. Just here. Oh, look at this sleigh. This is where you get Stitch meeting and greeting. So the queue for Victoria's is very long, just after 2. We're in the arcade at the moment. And they are like really just awesome here. I didn't know about this part back here. How cute is it? Like right tucked in the back of Main Street. And then we're back in the arcade. It's snowing on Main Street. Let it snow, let it snow, let it We're inside Victoria's now. So here in Victoria's, we got the limited editions for the Christmas period. So you got the Christmas gift, the gingerbread wish, the reindeer macaron, Christmas dome, and shortbread belly. €7 for free or €9 for 5, which is quite a good deal. You've got the Winter Wonder Whip, and then you've also got Mickey's Christmas waffle, and then a standard Mickey waffle as well, which are €9 each. Here we go, we've got all of our treats now. So we got our gingerbread hot chocolate. We did get a standard hot chocolate as well, just to give that a try. We've got our little treat selection. Our reindeer looks like it's missing his nose. That's a shame. And a proper Mickey waffle. So we're going to completely devour these because they look insane. So we are heading out of the park now. That's the end of our time here. So just got to go off to the right hand side where we go to the exit. We can see the train is chugging away there at the Main Street station. Looking fine. One final look at the gardens on our way out. I love walking through here. It's the entrance to the park. It just really sets up the day for you. You've got so many great photo spot opportunities as well, like this gazebo, like the top here, down in front of the main entrance. And some might think it's a waste of space, but Michael Eisner, you genius, thank you very much for bringing these to the park. And I can't wait till the Disneyland Hotel is ready to invite guests back to it, because we will come back to stay there. Only for one night though, because I can't afford anything else. But it's going to be over €1,000 a night probably. So just as we leave Disneyland property, we're going to take one final stop off into the world of Disney to see what they've got in here, if it's anything different from in the parks. Really cool aesthetic in here with all the murals around the top. So we've got Ratatouille, Aristocats, and Hunchback of Notre Dame, Peter Pan, Tarzan, Mulan, Lilo and Stitch, Goof there as well, Finding Nemo, Aladdin, Lion King, and Up, as well as this awesome ornament right in the middle. Looking just very briefly around, it doesn't look like there's any different merch than you get in the parks, which I kind of understand. So we're heading back to the car now, making our way to the car park here, which, you know, even if you're like not necessarily coming to Disneyland, you want to go to the city centre from the train station there, just come and park at Disneyland, especially if you're an AP. Like, it's such a great perk having free parking. But we're going to make our way. We've got to get to the Calais Eurotunnel terminal. It takes us about 2.5 to 3 hours to get there. Hopefully the traffic isn't going to be too bad. We've never actually driven to Disneyland Paris before, so it's a new experience for us. This year we've flown, we've got the Eurostar, and we've driven. So we've had like all-around experience so far. It's great having the car, I'm not going to lie, that's pretty cool. So we're going to show you like what the experience is kind of when we get to Calais terminal. Might not show you too much along the way because there's not going to be too much to show you other than really just roads, driving, traffic probably. One thing of note, there is a petrol station here on Disney property. Just as you exit the car park, the very first right hand turn, there is a petrol station, so you can top up your car just before you head all the way back to Calais, just in case you need that little bit of a top up. So we essentially just follow the normal process that we followed there on the way. So as we turn around to the right, we just follow the signs for the terminal. And we've got cars to the left. So you go through and you immediately go through the electric vehicle charging section. So here you've got standard energy chargers, you've got electric vehicle chargers including Tesla superchargers, you've got idiots parked in conventional cars at Tesla superchargers because they don't want to walk in the rain. But it is kind of a one-way system going round, so you do have to find yourself a spot. It could take a second to do. So as we enter the terminal building, it's kind of very similar to the other side. You've got Starbucks, you've got a duty-free section, you've got a Burger King, a Harvest Market. If we head just around here, we also do have something very British, WH Smith's, as well as like a whole bunch of toilets and things like that. So you can do currency exchange here as well. We probably wouldn't recommend it, but you've got kind of everything that you need in here, as well as screens everywhere to tell you when to get to the gate. You do also have a family lounge, which is good to see as well, and tons of seating area, just so you can chill out in here and just enjoy your time before you get on the train. Just out here, you've also got a little pet area, so you can have them do their business as well. And as I said, it's very much like a one-way kind of system going around here. They also have screens on the outside too, so you've got plenty to do, plenty to see, and you can just kind of chill out a little bit. So one thing to note, something that is on all of the signs as you are in the car park, is essentially border control delays. They are basically saying, yeah, we've got issues with getting the customs checks. 5-6 years ago, this wouldn't necessarily have been an issue. Even 2 years ago, it wouldn't have necessarily been an issue, actually. You could just cross the border. No stamping or anything like that. So obviously, politics aside, it's a little bit of a pain now, but that is causing delays, and they're very open and honest about it causing delays. So that, I imagine, is part of the reason for the one-way system, because this is typically queued up. So if you come on a time that is particularly busy, you'll probably be queuing around the car park entirely. So just bear that in mind, pack your patience when you come. You're going to be queuing. Be it around the car park or even just a few minutes to actually get onto the train itself. But you're going to be queuing. Interestingly, outside of the steamed car window, we can see a Primark. So they know the Brits are here. Got to get your Primark fix on. Yeah, so here we go. We are in the queue. Much in the same way you have when you come from the UK to France. They give you one of these tickets to say what time you will be boarding the train. And that's what will be on the screen. You'll have the letter as well as the number. It'll give you your reservation number and whatnot, and then you just jump in the queue when it says to do so. So as you can see, they've got kind of all these, I want to say temporary barriers up. I'm not so sure they're temporary. They're probably going to be here for the foreseeable future, but they might add actual barriers at some point soon, so you can queue up properly. But as you can see, it's queuing. We got queues for days. So we are finally through. Well, that took probably about 45 minutes, maybe 50 minutes to get through that queue. And then you just follow what you got. You got your small and medium cars, and you got your large cars. So we're just following that. You got your Flex Plus as well, or Flexi Plus, sorry. That is if you've kind of got like an open ticket. they've also got that like metal barrier that you guys just saw. Like you actually kind of duck under that. You know, like when a pigeon flies over you and you're like, oh crikey. That's kind of what just happened to us in a car. All right, so it's very simple process for now. HFGJ, we are G, so we're just going to follow that. Watch out for the barriers on the road, and then obviously go to the area that has the green light, and then you sit and wait in another queue. It's just following the green arrows. Ooh, first one's down here. You can see the time there, it says 9:05, and we actually have a departure time of 8:20. Alright, so back in this familiarity, driving all the way down. So we actually thought we were first, but it seems like they're directing people one way, then the other day, then the other way, etc. So they've got a few trains going. We're going to be in cart 21, which I think is similar to where we were before. Alright, tricky situation here because of our position. We've got the bathroom, and then that's not enough space for me to get out of the car. Not that I'm like too wide or anything, but like, there's no space there. I know what people are supposed to do. Here we go, 35 minutes later, and we will be back on British soil in 3, 2, 1. We're back! Here we go! And the feeling coming out is exactly the same as the feeling coming out in the French side. It's just opposite. See, even in French, signs. Gardez-vous très vile. There's a French van as well here. I'm sure there's a few French people here, to be fair. Right, we've got to remember to drive on the correct side of the road now. If you are watching this and you're from France, we have to remember to drive on the incorrect side of the road now. If you need to, just off of the train, there is a little Esso garage here which has a bathroom as well, and also like fuel and whatnot. And then you just get ready to join the motorway like you normally would. Alright, so that's it. We are back home now after a trip to Disneyland Paris to celebrate the Christmas festivities over there. Check out some of the decorations and just experience the parks all dressed up for the holiday season. We did have a few Christmas treats as well. And that was our first time driving to Disneyland Paris, taking the Eurotunnel over. We did take a bit of a break there. From when we left the parks to when we got to the Eurotunnel terminal, essentially because it was just straight roads the whole way. There wasn't anything to record, unfortunately. We did stop off and get a KFC probably about 1.5 miles outside of the terminal itself, and then we spent a long time queuing to get back, but the actual experience as a whole was really good. A little bit taxing doing the journey in one go, essentially 3.5 hours drive from Disneyland Paris to Calais, and then for us a further 2 hours or so to get back to our home. That's taxing. If you live even further away, I can imagine that'll be very tiring to do, especially after a day in the parks. But it was an easy experience, and having the car there to use day in, day out was really handy as well. So we do recommend doing it, actually, especially if you're an annual pass holder and you do have free parking on site. Fantastic, because you can just have your car, take it from the hotel to the park entrance if you're not staying on site. You can obviously take transport between the on-site hotels and the parks, or you can walk or whatever because they're all very close. But having the car and just being able to get between everywhere in the local area that easily is fantastic. The hotel we stayed in was 10 minutes around the corner, so brilliant. So hopefully you guys did enjoy following us along for the Christmas festivities at Disneyland Paris. If you did enjoy the video throughout, give us a thumbs up. Do appreciate it. It really does help us out a lot. And it'd be great if you could hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when we post all new videos. And we'll see you on the other side. Thanks.